Hey guys, this is Sakura-san and I forgot to turn on the camera. Hold on. Okay, I got it on. You like my makeup? Okay. This is for Valentine's shoot later. Of course I forgot his voice, oh my god. Of course I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple here. It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't quite ready yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a triangular paper package and sniffs off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise shadow tail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The back of the wings are a gorgeous iridescent green color. Oh, I've seen those before. Those are really pretty. I think so. Am I thinking of the right one? Hold on, let me search one up. Turquoise. Shadow tail. Is it shadow tail? Or am I think I must have... I don't think that's right. I don't think that's shadow tail. What was it? I think it... What was it? Was it swallowtail? I can't remember what it was now. Swallowtail? Spelling swallow wrong now. Yeah, it's swallowtail. Ah, okay. Oh, and the pigment on this one is nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin to the thorax. Damien slides a pin to the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antenna with 4 steps and begins placing paper and more pins around it. He does this effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here so that I think this one I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others. Oh shit, I'd accidentally tapped. I missed the other one too. I hope you managed to read. I hope you had enough time to read that. Do we have any of those hold on. I need to check. Do we have it like it's like, the thing that they had for Doki Doki. They had like all the text that they have. No, they don't. Okay, never mind. I don't think they Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes, that's a blue morpho, one of my favorites, too. He hands the small frame to me. Here, I think this one would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist, believe me, I have more than enough. Dots, thank you. If you ever have interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. Haha, I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense, you have beautiful steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Charlie. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. I don't think that was his voice. I think I butchered it. I forgot what it was. It's been a few weeks since I've played it. Charlie, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. I read his voice wrong. Charlie, do you want to go see some art or not? I think that's what his voice is. Close enough anyway. Art is good. Let's go see art. See that art. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Apple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before. I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here for a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo stand around anywhere, and I just feel like a little comfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Charlie? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I? I don't know. Did I even give him a voice? I can't remember. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciatus. Dots. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Yeah, admittedly a little out of depth here. Thank God. I thought I was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. That's the points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? I have no idea what it's in for. Art is dead, nothing is real. You know I am. Oh shit. I pressed on the wrong one. Same. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally a table that has free wine and cheese. Yay! I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you please excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. Talk art with Hugo and Damien. Get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph. talk art with Hugo and Damien. So what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It's rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Charlie. Hey, this art's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes the art is about the butts they don't draw. Butts. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What did I miss? Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach the other one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings. I'm not even sure. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on walls. These look better, actually. They look more aesthetically pleasing to me. I just like pink, pastel paintings, okay? Oh, geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. It's a butt. I don't know. It's a butt. It's a butt. Everyone stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. I think I'm butchering Joseph's voice now. I've forgotten what it was after like a few seconds. You are a servant of the Lord. Well, all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels creating traditional art, abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Do you ever have so many piercings on your ears that it hurts when you wear earphones, headphones? Hold on, let me. Okay, I think it feels a little bit better now. Let's look at a few more of these. I think I got that voice right this time. We walk around the gallery sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the painting, a patron scoffs loudly. Psst. I could do that. Excuse me. Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo's fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you couldn't. You don't seem to have an intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece or even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self. It seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism, is the actual wine and cheese. Shit, I got lipstick on my hand. Shit. You can see my lip color now. I'm gonna fix that in a minute, don't worry. We got one last spot on the tour. You not feeling up for it? Is it gonna be any weirder than this art? It's absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, and Joseph and I walk over to the performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming at each other and us. So, quick question, shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Lee. They really like screaming. That they do, but I'm not sure if that encompasses the whole of their performance. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying, more about why they're saying it. I think it's something special about performance art. With almost every other art form, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw emotion. It's art as catharsis? Catharsis? What?
Catharsis.
Catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. Dots. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well in this crowd. Wise. We watched the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can, and I skipped that part by accident when I was trying to move my webcam, my face thing. Phew. I think I'm all out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and chai cheese sloshing around in our stomach. I think I've learned enough, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative. But what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, dots, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese. It's followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled into a false sense of security. It felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings, those would melt in the sun too. And I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. I keep changing Joseph's voice by accident. A nice Edmund Taylor, possibly. If you guys were painters, what would you paint? I don't think that's his voice either. I give up. Actually, I dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I focus more on personal projects or people in unique professions. Like, for example, lucadors? I think I paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery in artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Charlie? Tasteful nudes of the artist. Art is in the money making business. I know what sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. I actually have an Instagram full of. I actually do some art like that, to be honest, sometimes, but not all the time. Alright, alright, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed. I keep changing Joseph's voice. I think I gotta rewatch my video to find out what voice he had. See you guys around. Whether you want or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inedible in I speak too much, I've lost how to pronounce this word. My inedit inedible in death is inedible. Death is oh my god, I can't speak. And it doesn't even have, never mind. She's over. I declined to comment. Cool. I haven't heard from Robert in a while. I guess that's a good thing, but I can't help but kind of miss him. I'm about to go to sleep one night when I hear a knock on the door. Actually, I only have like 5 minutes left. Hello. What? He sounds drunk. I look behind and Amanda's not around. What do you want? I think you know. I forgot his voice. Yeah, okay. Give me 5 minutes. Robert winks at me. I swish around some mouthwash, draw on some generous amount of deodorant, and put on chapstick. I know he's gonna treat me like garbage, but you know what? The sex is really, really good. So I think I'm okay with that. Robert and I go back to his place. And he kicks me out first thing in the morning. Not sure why I expected anything different. I walk home with a heavy heart. I climb back into my own bed, feeling more lonely than I have in a long time. Well, I guess that's that. So much for getting to know each other. Man, I wish this had worked out differently. Day complete. Oh, I got a D. Oops. Well, I did get some D. So it explains it. Phew, I think I have finally set everything up. Mandy should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Charlie. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Excuse me. Rats? Rats. That life is of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the. I don't know why I'm burping so much. Power and funding of the U.S. government. Well, if they think that they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me to make a big not to make a big deal out of it, but oh, Dad, you. I dramatically whipped the cloth off the table. Amanda jaws jaw. No way. You probably. I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it would be nice to take a piece of home with you. A TV box set of long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons. 19 seasons, Jesus Christ. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something. Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Oh, what? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments, so consider this your graduation party. Surprise! That everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wants to come and support you. Is that mac and cheese bar? Sure, sure is fully customizable down to the type of mac. And this ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. I don't say anything. Let's go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. This is cute. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I think I'm gonna stop here. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell, donate to my Ko-Fi. You can see my loots on buymeacoffee.com. If you do donate, I'll give you a shout out. Make sure you put your social media names on the message when you donate, so I can give you a shout out. Otherwise, I'll just say your username right next to your email address. So you know, the name that you put for your email address, you know, like something@gmail.com. I'll say the word something. So yeah, sayonara.